Greetings from Zanesville, Ohio. I'm going to talk to you about the covenant of the salt today. The covenant of the salt is is if you have these three foods, if you use these three items, if you partake of these three things, then the devil can't touch you, baby. Satan can't touch that ass. Okay? One of them is salt. You're constantly always been being told about how salt is bad for your body. It causes your cholesterol to rise. It does all this shit. No. Salt is a preserver. Salt preserves. The other thing is bread. You can't live by bread alone, I bet. Unless it's prepared with salt and oil. The other thing is oil. There's a parable about the 10 virgins in the Bible about they were waiting on the bridegroom, and 5 of them brought oil and the other ones didn't. And the ones that didn't bring the oil was at the door trying to get in after it was all said and done. So when the bridegroom comes again, you better have your oil, baby, because there's a reason that, you know, we've been told that all this stuff is bad for us. Don't be practicing witchcraft. Don't be doing all this. No, you don't want to practice dark magic, but you definitely should be practicing some type of a craft, some type of a protection over your life. You should be, salt is a mineral, and our bodies literally need minerals worse than they need vitamins. We were not meant to be dead at 70 years old, rotten from the inside out. Our bones already dug up. I say it every day. That's not how it was meant to be. Let me see what that says. Okay, I'm gonna salt is the covenant of purity and preservation. Salt, you may think, is a simple white mineral. Okay, but it's got found its way in every kitchen, sprinkled on meals without a second thought. But in the eyes of heaven, it's far more than that. It's far more than just a seasoning, okay? It's a shield. It's a statement. From Genesis to Revelation, salt is mentioned not casually. I don't know what the Bible verse is, but God commanded his people, season all of your grain offerings with salt. Do not leave the salt of the covenant of your God out of your offerings. Add salt to all of your offerings. Why? Because salt does not rot. It resists. It resists decay. Salt preserves what is pure, and that is not just physical, that is prophetic. Satan's domain is built on corruption, and his goal is to decay what God has called holy. Okay? Let's talk about the you are the salt of the earth, Matthew 5:13. He wasn't being poetic. He was declaring spiritual warfare. He was calling you to be a preserving force in a world that's rotting from the inside out. There's them words again. Salt doesn't blend in. It changes everything. It touches, and neither should you. This is why Jesus warns, if the salt loses its saltiness, it is no longer good. It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. Have you lost your saltiness? Okay, let's talk about the bread. Hold on, I gotta find it. I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty again. Bread is not just food. And when you consume it daily, prayerfully, intentionally, you are feeding a fire that no famine can quench. You are receiving strength that cannot be counterfeit. You are filling the gaps that trauma, fear, and warfare have left behind. The enemy thrives in hunger, not physical hunger, spiritual hunger. He attacks when you are empty, exhausted, scattered. He whispers lies when your soul is underfed. He tempts when your heart is malnourished. That's why Jesus, even in the wilderness, didn't fight Satan with arguments or emotion. He fought him with the word. It is written, he said, and what was his first declaration? Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Here's the key. Natural bread fills the stomach, but supernatural bread, like the word, the presence, the presence, not it's presence. The promises of God fills the soul, and a filled soul is a fortified soul. And the oil. Well, I already said about the oil and the 10 virgins and stuff. The oil doesn't need to be commanded. It doesn't need to be told what to do, because it just flows. It does what it has to do. You know, there's a lot of people walking around on the planet right now that have been given divine authority. They've been given supernatural gifts. They are walking karma for some people. And I know that people are looking at me now that that have known me, and I know that they're thinking, holy shit, I should have never fucked with her. I should have never fucked with her. Peace be with you, my brothers and sisters.